Say okay, say outside. Actually, I meant to edit the time. Oh, at least I can save. I have like old. Alright, let me grab my food. I love you, but you cannot have my food. Yum yum. I've got Wendy's tonight. I feel like cooking. It's Monday to Sunday. Oh. Oh, I forgot. I sent you both of them, right? Because I booked one, but the one I booked is paying more than $5 an hour. But it kind of equates a little bit because they're offering, this one is offering the travel stipend and like the food. Alright, that's not bad. Because I don't think I'm getting that. I don't think this is $35 an hour for 7 to 7. How many days? 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. But I had something like both of them. So the other one, the one that I booked, that I was confirmed for, is this one. No, I forgot about it. I don't see because I haven't heard of this company. This one just didn't. This one just didn't say it was Southampton. But when I got the details, I was like, oh. Because honestly, when I saw it, I was like, damn, Southampton, that's so far, even driving. But I was like, well, I calculated it. I'm gonna get it for them. It's almost 3K for me. But those are like guaranteed hours. Like,
but that one you forgot to put like what shift, right?
Which one? No, it's a 7 to 7. You don't see it? There's one set. This
You said
is
we have to live and watch this now.
that they're both in the same location, and it's both the same event. It's just two different. It's two different companies.
Oh, okay.
So Jeannie, I sent this to Jeannie, the one because that's the one that my friend Sean sent me this one. And then I submitted my stuff, you know, and I was like, we'll see if if they even ask me. I didn't know it was the Hamptons until they booked it. I was like, oh, and then they was like, oh, like they actually we're gonna book you, da da da. And then when they sent the details recently, I was like, oh, it's a Hampton. I was like, how long is it gonna take me to drive out there every day? And I googled it. I was like, well, I calculated. I was like, how much it was. I was like, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, if it was like 1 or 2 days, I'd be like, nah. But I'm like, that's worth it. Honestly, even if it was 2 days, I probably still would have did it because I'm like, because of the hours. It's long hour, and it's $35 an hour. The other one is not bad either because they're giving you a travel stipend.
That's true.
So that's why I was like, because when Jeannie, Jeannie sent me the first one I sent to you. I think the $29 an hour one. But she was like, oh, is this the same one? I'm like, no, it's not the same. It's not the same company. There's probably a few different companies working it. You know how they have different companies working different BA companies working the same event. So that's a different company. But it's all in the same area, you know? So I was like, okay. It's just simply that one. That one's not bad either, because it's $29 an hour. You get after 40 hours you're getting OT anyway. So all those hours is gonna definitely be over. It's over 40 automatically. And then they're giving you like a food thing for the event days. And then they're giving you a travel stipend. I'm like, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. They had similar shifts to this one. That one had shift option. But they had a 5 a.m. I'm like, ooh, that was super early. But I was telling her like, if Jeannie books the other one, I was like, if you book that one, just select the shift B, which is similar to mine. It was like 7 to 7:30. Mine's is 7 to 7. That's like similar, the same thing, basically. But yeah, if Jeannie books it, I'll probably just stay with her. I already made arrangements for the store. Like, I was like, you just gotta, probably make some arrangements for somebody to check in, if you want him. If he's gonna be, I don't know if he's gonna be okay if we're gone for 16 hours a day. He might be okay, but I don't know if he's used to that or if he'll be okay, So he might, I don't know if he's gonna start freaking. Maybe every other day or, he's not here. She's gone all day. Yeah, because I would have to go. I told Jeannie, I was like, if she books it, I'll stay by her because she doesn't drive anymore. But I was like, I'll figure out, like, if you book it, I was like, we'll figure it out. I was like, even if you have to meet us every day. Yeah. But she lives by the Rockwell Center station in the island. I have to pick you up every day. That'll be fine. I was like, worst case scenario. Don't even let that know. Because, like, we need to be like, that would be like, oh, yeah, we go at her house. Right, so that's the only maybe after a couple of days, we'll see, but yeah, I was like, yeah, so that's worst case scenario. We'll have overtime. My bad, it's Serena's birthday. You know, we're gonna do a couple days here. But I'm like, to me, that's worth it to get some bills knocked out, and they're gonna pay within 2 weeks after the event, which is not bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That is not bad.
So, well, at least the one that I'm doing, I think yours is similar too. The only difference between the first, the one I just sent you, and the other one, is the one that I'm doing is they're not taking the taxes out, but the other one they are. So you do have to keep that in mind. But you know, your overtime is not gonna get taxed. Just the first I think the first 40 hours will get taxed, and then everything else won't. And then your stipend, all that stuff won't get taxed. And I guess whatever. I don't know if they're giving you guys food on the voucher. If they're gonna give you guys like food on like, if they're gonna put it like on the check. That wasn't clear about the one that the first one I sent you. I wonder how they're gonna do that. Cause mine said to be determined. They didn't tell us nothing about no damn food. So I don't know. They said parking will be either covered or reimbursed. Like we'll get a parking pass or reimbursed, which is fine. Most likely they're gonna give us passes for people that work there. Which makes sense. So, and then Jeannie met the girl who's doing the other one, and I guess she's managing the event. She said they put her up. I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So they put up the manager. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. They ain't putting everybody up.
Right, I'm still like, no love it. No love it costs no better. How was your event? You did the one in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
match. All targets declared hostile. Counting Crimson. The advantage. Hold it. Stars reclaim lead. We take lead. Stay on.
Semtex!
Winning. Keep it that way. Taking the lead.
And check the fucking...
The lead is up. You're falling behind, Crimson. The lead. Task.
smoked.
They're right where we finish the job. Area classified. PLD. Away.
Hell of an effort, everyone. We earned that.
Free for remind the shitheads who they're dealing with. Hostile UAV established overhead.
I knew someone was gonna find me. Damn it! You didn't give me a chance to grab it or nothing. So petty, bro. Okay, my phone turned back on.
MTC in the red. Now or never.
Yeah, my phone died. I was playing like it wasn't gonna die. Like, I was like, I kept saying, oh yeah, I need to put my phone in the charger, and I just completely forgot. I was like, hello? I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh my god. Died on me. Yeah. Worth it, girl. That money probably could clear your credit card bill for sure.
Just bad.
It's our shot, and they made it pay.
Girl, I don't know everybody I'm friends with on Instagram. But what's her name? Let me see. Yeah. Cause I meet some people. I meet people like once on set. We exchange Instagrams, and I don't see them for like 4 years. And I'm like,
She works on stuff in television, so maybe.
Oh yeah, she's an actress. Okay.
Yeah, but she also. Yeah,
I feel like I think I only worked with her like maybe once or twice.
She has a new page, so she does a lot of like
Let me look at her page. I definitely met her on set for sure. Let me see her. Okay, you could put that in the O's.
They were pouching up phones. I was like, oh, like yonder. And she was like, yeah. And she was like, one of the ladies thought that she was working. And she was like, kind of like, hello, we're just standing.
Kill confirmed.
Pouching, like, putting the phone in the pouch, like,
Oh.
Giving up the lead.
there was one that she pulled down. And I'm like, well, ACS, yes, that's the company.
ATN? Oh, I never worked with them because they pay me too low.
It's too low. Yeah.
I'm signed up with them. Yeah, I'll be like, yo, seeing 20 for pay in 2026 is crazy work. For BA work, like nobody pays 20. Like, this is not McDonald's, bro. I think even McDonald's pay more than that now. I ain't mad at it. Oh yeah, what did she just have to do with stars? I don't remember where I met her, but I met her probably somewhere on set. Or either a set or maybe me again. I don't know, but most likely on set. But if I met her, I haven't seen her since. That's for sure. But yeah, because I have a few people like I met, but like only probably once, and I've never seen them again. Who? No, I will just grab the wall. But you said me out?
Care package in hand.
It's a little hectic game right now.
Style counter to be established. Enemy UAV
But yeah, she definitely looks familiar. I don't remember what I worked on her with. I don't know. I don't even know. Where's that scrambler at?
Daily authorized. Watch out, enemy care package above. Enemy UAV inbound. Star UAV is just overhead.
Well, he does a lot of BA stuff. Oh, so she was at the event you did today? No, I'm talking about the girl. Kiki. Oh, okay.
But stay alert. Marshal are no fool.
This is for stars? I wonder what she does. Like, is she like a PA? Is she like a producer? Like, what does she do? I doubt she's I doubt she's a producer unless she works in the office. Right? Do like a Batman, like maybe the management. That might be what she does. Yeah, she probably works in production. Cause I don't think I met her on a cause I really don't honestly I don't really talk to PAs like that, don't say, or like ADs, directors, because they be like in their own, because like on set is very cliquey with like the actors, kind of like the BG stay with the BG. You might talk to a couple standards if you see them and you know some of them, because a lot of us that do BG do standing work, but a lot of times the BG be in their own world or whatever, unless some of them might know a couple of PAs or a couple of the camera people. Me, I don't be talking to nobody, and I'm like, I was like, maybe I should, but honestly, I was like, I low-key should start talking to people, but because like sometimes that be how people get like long-term jobs. So I was always like, I don't know, I don't know, because I feel like a lot of them just be very like in their own world, and it's just like, I mean, like, if I don't vibe with somebody, I don't click with somebody, I'm not gonna force it. So like a lot of them like PAs, they can be a little fake and phony and they're standoffish, and I'm like, nah, no thanks. I'll be kind of good on that, and they kind of like will only talk to like maybe the standards, because standards, they see them every day, so it really depends. And it's like a lot of times I say build a relationship because you work with somebody for a long time. Like when you're a stand-in, like that's like one of the times when you basically work with production, especially when you're standing in for a main actress. That's like when you so especially when you work with somebody for seasons, like, okay, so they're gonna know you, they're gonna know your name, you're gonna remember them. Because one of my friends I work with, he used to stand in for the main guy on God Friended Me. I don't know if you ever heard of that show. And he knows like all the people that work on Dexter, because a lot of them worked with him on that show all those years ago. So I think God Friended Me, I think it started like right before COVID, and then it got canceled like in the middle of COVID. I think they only had like 2 or 3 seasons. So he still knows those people from there, and then a lot of them, they look out for him. So for that, they look out for him and kind of make him like some days. Like he knows the producer on this. And I'm like, okay. And then like, he's an actor too. So like, so that's like another way like a lot of people get behind the paywall. Like if you're standing on the show for a long time, and then they're like, oh, you act or whatever, like, you still gotta audition like everybody else, but you'll have a better shot at getting like a main player role, or like, a quick role on the same show that you work on. Like, because they like you and they're willing to, to give you a shot if the role fits. So, but I was like, cause he's like, you know, he's like, but me, I've never done a long-term stand-in gig like that. And the one time I did do it, that was like right before COVID. And all the people that I do know on that show, I hardly see them anymore. So like, I don't even know if they're fucking working. Cause like honestly, like the way the business is going, like a lot of like ADs that I know are not working. So especially the black ones, like there's only a handful of black ones that are working and that don't fucking annoy me. A lot of them, a lot of these people with personality, they're, you know, okay, background, they be a little extra doing all this. I'm like, alright, shh, gotta be quiet. No one's trying to do is production talking. It's not even us. Like, I be like, yo, it's just like some people that are very anal. Like this one guy that we work with on set is just like, you know, I don't even like say hi to him, but because he's such a micromanager and it's annoying. So I'm just like, you know, so like, you just talk to somebody. Like a lot of times, most times with PAs, so a lot of times I just talk to them when it's necessary. Like, I'm not trying to get buddy with you. I'm not trying to, it's funny, but like this one AD I keep seeing, like I don't know if he has a crush on me, he just really likes me or whatever. So this is one AD I keep seeing on like all these different films that I've been working in the past year, and he knows my name. And I'm like, which is very rare because I usually do a very good job at being low key on set where nobody knows my name. Or you might be like, oh, you look familiar, but you may not remember. So, but I say hi to him or whatever the case may be. So, and he's the first AD that I actually gave my number, and I was like, wow, because I was like, because he actually seems genuinely cool. I was like, okay, because I'm like, I meet a lot of ADs and they're very standoffish, very fake. I don't like that. Like we can keep like, you know, we don't have to have like we don't have to be buddy. We can have. I'm okay with having like a relationship where, you know, benefits, like you like working with me, I like working with you, and you know, you got a job, you got to put me in, let me know. He was like, yeah. So he took down my info, like, and it was genuine, because I'm just like, a lot of them, I've had one AD talk about, oh, he's gonna do that for me, and I'm like, I ain't never heard from him again, bro. But also, I haven't seen that AD working here in a while. So a lot of them, they probably move, you never know, like sometimes they'll take a job in Atlanta, or they'll take a job, because sometimes if there's no jobs here, they'll go to other states and work on other projects. So it could be that too, especially if there's not a lot of good jobs here. Like this one AD that I know, he I haven't seen him in a while, and he had like one day as an additional AD on Dexter, and I got to see him on location. And I was just like, hey, how you been or whatever, and he was just like, you know, he had to like, you know, I guess he was a little salty, a little bitter, like, oh, he hasn't been working, da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you gotta, especially for production, you gotta have to play that corporate, you know, cool kind of game, because the jobs are even slimmer for their positions compared to like working BD on set, and then like, you know, they kind of don't like, some people do both, like when they'll do production and they'll do BG work, because some PAs do have their SAG card, but they kind of frown upon that. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that you're supposed to, unless you're like a big actress and you just direct every now and again, you're supposed to kind of pick a side, you know, unless you're like a big star or something. And you're like a producer, then that's like different. And a lot of times actors become producers on shows, or a lot of actors become directors. Like, you know, it has gotta make sense in that kind of realm. But if you're just like a regular ass PA, and you work the whole season, and the next thing you know, you're booked on the show in BG, they're gonna look at you like, what the hell? They're just, you know, you could do it, but it's kind of frowned upon. But yeah, so that was like, when you work on a show for a long time,
Destroyed.
you know, that's how you kind of get cool with production. So it works because, like, Because a lot of times they'll ask like, oh, do you act? Like, they'll try to, you can meet the producers that way. Because that's how, one of my friends, he's the main stand-in for the guy on Kanan. So Kanan is wrapped up, but they're still using him for Origin. So, which is the new show. The Origin is supposed to be based off of like when because Kanan is supposed to be the one who teaches Ghost and Tommy the game. So that, it's like the period piece, and they're kind of going back in time to show how they met and how they got into stuff, and their life as well. That's what Power Origin is supposed to be for. And then now they're gonna come up with another show, Power Legacy, with Tariq and because they had canceled their show out of nowhere. But I was like, but I heard they're gonna bring it back. I guess they wanted to kind of. I guess they wanted to focus on finishing up Kanan, and they wanted to focus on Power Origins. I guess it was at the time. And I think they wrapped up, and because they had the show in Chicago too, with Tommy. I forgot what his called. They wrapped up his show too over there. They wrapped up Ghost. Because I kept hearing rumblings about that. I heard they're gonna come back. And it was like, everybody's like, we don't know what they're gonna come back. But I guess he was like, but I just saw, but they started releasing trailers this week for it, like Power Legacy. So I was like, oh, okay, they're coming back and they're filming it. They're filming it in New York. And I heard they're supposed to be bringing NCIS back, and they're gonna film it in New York. I'm like, yes, bring that. We need the shows. Because, the more shows they film for us, there is more opportunities for us to work. So, I feel like since the strike has been real shaky with work, like, I used to work 3 to 4 days a week consistently. Now, it's like 1 day here, 2 days, maybe 3 days this 1 week, then back down to 1 or 2 the next week. So I used to work 3 to 4 days consistently, sometimes 5 days a week. Now, shoot. I used to work maybe like 20 to 20. I would work like maybe like 20 days a month. That would be decent. Like doing 20 days a month, 20 to 22 days a month was decent. So if you got lucky, you work 30 days a month. That means you work 5 days a week. Well, I mean, it wasn't impossible, but it was doable. But yeah, so much has changed since COVID and the strikes. But we got a new agreement. Pay has gone up, so it was needed. But it's just. Sets have gotten cheaper. They've been getting smarter with making sure that they don't go to OT. I feel like also with now, like a lot of them are trying not to go into overtime. They're trying to like cut corners. And we need the overtime. That's where the money's at. Like what do you mean? Trying to shoot everything in 6 hours. It doesn't do nothing from you exactly 8 hours, or So a lot of shows have like. Or they'll do a split call. I hate the split call. So a split call is like, okay, so they have to have a certain amount of union for a show, right? So a split call, so maybe they start the day at 6 a.m. So they'll use maybe like 10 backgrounds for the 6 a.m. call, wrap them at lunch. I remember I used to hate it to give a lot of lunch wraps. Wrap you at lunch, and then after lunch, or like during lunch, they'll have a new group coming in. And they'll work another 8 hours and kind of split it up that way. It's like, yeah, more people are working, but everybody's gonna get a straight 8. You're not gonna hit OT. Cause like when you do a split call, especially if you come in later, like as soon as you come in, I'm like, okay, you're getting ready for wardrobe, and then, all right, guys, that's lunch. Like you just got there and you're having lunch. Cause it's later in the day and crew's been there all day, but you just got there. So that's a split call. Because they by the time they wrap the first group, by the time you get there, and they have a later group come and so a lot of shows, especially like SVU. Oh my god, that's like the cheapest show. They've been shooting for years, so they kind of shoot fast. They're on like season 28 now. So yeah. So I heard they're trying to go for 30 seasons. So we'll see if they ever end SCU. But I don't really get booked on that because they have like core people that they use all the time on that show. So I'll book up 1 or 2 days there a year, if that.
Eliminated.
Yeah, we shall see what happens. But yeah, that's something I need more days like with a lot of overtime. I'm like, I haven't really been getting a lot of overtime lately. It's like here and there. And if I do get overtime, it's like remember every day you used to be like, oh, I'm getting OT, I'm getting OT, I'm getting OT. You get a lot of straight 8s. And you know, a lot of shows is not you're not getting close to golden time, not hitting golden time. Golden time is 16 hours, you get your day rate again. It's like getting paid double. And every hour it doubles again. So, you know, and that's how I also am trying to get bigger stuff too. I'm trying to scrimmaging for background roles. Like I'm trying to get bigger stuff, but it's, you know, it's so competitive. And then like I've been watching people, like I watched this one girl's audition she did for the lottery commercial to book it. And she did a comparison of what she did for the commercial and how it came out. And I'm just like, I'm clearly not doing enough for my audition because my audition don't look like that. Cause she did like a lot of different scenes, but she had somebody help her shoot her auditions too. So, and like you know, so I mean, you know, a lot of people are just like, and I met this other guy who booked like Tyler Perry and other stuff. Like he has a whole course on how to like do his how he does his editing. And I was like, yo, he got his shit looking professional. I mean, that's what it's crazy. Like it's just like these are the people that are getting booked. The people that if you're not putting all this effort into your audition, you're not getting booked. It's crazy. Because I was just like, you know, I was like, I wish it was like, you know, sometimes I wish it was like. That's the only thing I don't like about the new Days audition is because it's like everything is self-tape. You're not really going in as much as you used to, if at all. Because like everything is like a Zoom call or you know, like you don't even get a chance to see anybody until you get to set on a lot of stuff. The only time you'll ever probably go in person is like if it's for like maybe a network show where you'll probably still do a screen test in person. Yeah. But the way people were doing their auditions, it's like so professional. It's like damn, like my camera, my lighting is not looking like that now. You know, I just got a regular ring light, so I'm not obviously looking. You can see me, and it's not dark.
We take control.
And then I'm just you know making sure my screen and the background is clear. But he has like a lighting to make it look like, you know, like film, and I'm just like, yo. I'm like, he has a whole course. I was like, I'm gonna have to take this damn course. It wasn't that expensive either. I was just like, cause he does like an overhead light, and you know, and it's crazy because like I always said, I was like, I want to get an overhead light. And I was just like, cause he definitely used. He said he uses one. I was like, he uses an overhead light, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I do, cause the overhead lights help with shadow. Or a lot of times, if I have like a certain, I'm trying to shoot during the day if I can for the natural light, like with the audition. It's just getting ridiculous what people are having to do. It's getting ridiculous. I'm just like, I'm like, Jesus. Cause you know, there's so much competition now. It's like you almost have to. It's like it's so that's how I'm saying. You know what? I said that this year I want to work on getting an agent, but you know, I wanted to do some classes and then just like do like a agent. I was like SAC offers some, but those classes, like you gotta be on it. They fill up so damn quick. Yeah, you gotta like as soon as the email comes out, you gotta book it. And then a lot of times, unfortunately, I've had like a few like classes to meet with director, and even, and I've had to cancel because like I'm like I have to work or something. I'm not gonna miss a day of work.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, at this point, that's why I was like, I need to stack up some bread. You know, so I can miss a day of work, or I do have time to like go to the conservatory or take classes on the weekends and not have to worry, and afford to be able to do it. That's another thing. That shit is not cheap. Well, yeah, the struggles of an actor. Starving artist. Starving! Where's the food? This thing. Well, what company?
One of the restaurants, though.
Enemy UAV
Yeah,
inbound.
one look, our girl at my Canadian, she said she did Amex. She said I'm not doing it again. Yeah, I can imagine though. That's why that's why a lot of times every time I said I was gonna do the open, I was already doing so much work already, and I'm like, you know what, I don't got time. I never had time to do the open because if I was bartending at like 4 different places. So I was just like, not that my schedules are more free. You know, I'm not bartending at a million places. I can do the open.
Watchdog incoming on your location.
So, because a lot of people that I work with, like, cause Levy's has a contract, and I'm like, I have like an open, you know, case with Levy's. I can't even do anything with them. So, a conflict of interest. So, I will have to work with a third party. So I thought that after the DA work for the staffing company.
RTB Black. We need that fucking
Beat down.
I thought I would do it this year. I'm gonna be tired as hell. But I mean, it is a lot of days though. It's because it's like 4 weeks of straight work.
Eyes on enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could imagine. I think I might be able to do it that one time because I've heard how draining people were over it because it's so fucking hot. Like I'm gonna have all the fans in the world, like all the neck fans. Speaking of fans, I gotta order fans. Like I saw this clip-on fan that I want to get. Yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be busy. What is she, bartend or serve? Server. It'll be worth it. I heard they was making like $1,000 a day, them bartenders.
Yeah.
Close to $1,000 a day. I'm like, shit.
And then even here's the guy that I met at the job center, and he was like, oh, you should start working with us, get in early, and then
Well, what event? Oh. Does he do food or he does oh, he does catering. Oh yeah, they do it every year. You know, I know, that's a lot of work. That's to me, that's worse than promo. No shade. Oh no. Yeah, and you gotta be wearing black, bro. Crazy. At least like if you work at a brand, they usually give you like this little tennis outfit or whatever. Or you could wear like shorts. Yeah, that's another thing I stopped doing too. I was like, I'm tired of catering. I'm tired of bartending. I'm tired of catering. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of serving, bartending, and catering. I think because I've done it, I burnt myself out doing it, and I'm just like, I can do it, but I'm like, I just don't have the mental capacity to do it anymore. I'm tired of fixing glasses, and it's annoying. Setting up tables, moving boxes, yo. Because catering is good money, but it's just like, it's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking work, and my feet used to be over at wearing them dress shoes. Like, my feet used to be done. Nah. That's why I would rather, I think, you know, I was like, that, if I could book the open, that would be a potential. That would be the only way I would consider coming out of retirement for from bartending, because I know the money's gonna be good. Even though I'm gonna be annoyed, I'm still gonna be annoyed doing this shit. I can already see that. I'm like, people, because it's like, because the only thing is like with bartending is like it's a lot of mental capacity. I know me. I'm gonna be over it. I'm gonna be over trying to talk to people, be nice, you know, like, because you gotta like really communicate with people and like. You don't have to do it in I can tolerate it. I can tolerate it a little bit more with promo now. At least now, like I'm just I don't know. And dealing with drunk people, I'm like, all right, guys, you gotta go. We're closing. You gotta head out. And then I don't miss cleaning the fucking bar at the end of the night. That shit is annoying too. That's like, that takes like another, like you're finished working, but you still gotta wash all the glasses, or you gotta wipe that bar down. Well, you know, so, I mean, so because like at least in the restaurant I worked, like I didn't have like some people, a lot of restaurants have like a busser that helps you with that. The only thing the busser would do is help bring me the glasses. That's it. I still have to do all the glasses. I still have to clean the bar. I still have to do everything else. So, you know, wipe everything down, clear the beer kegs, you know, put away the fruit, wrap this up. Serving was annoying because sometimes people used to be annoying, asking a lot of questions, but at least at the end of the night, all I have to do is pack up the ketchup, wipe the tables down, my section, I'm out. It's like, you know, everything to me, like, everything in the restaurant has its ups and downs and shit that I don't want to deal with. So, I'm just like, that's just it's gonna be something that's gonna piss me off. Cause I'm sure, like, you know, at the end of the night, I can't just leave. I'm gonna have to clean the bar after working a 12-hour shift, which is crazy. I'm gonna be over that. Then go home. So like, huh? Oh, that's like a busser. So she's gonna be helping with the tables, bringing out drinks, glasses, and shit. Yeah. I mean, she don't have to talk to the people as much. When you're in your services, you don't really have to talk to people. I mean, people still gonna ask you or something. They may ask for a napkin, a glass, or something. They may ask to close out. Because they don't see the bartender or the server or something. But yeah. But yeah, I think this might finally be the year. Because every year I say, like, I'm gonna do the open. I'm like, nah. I'd be like, I don't feel like working all them days. I'm like, I have to be days off.
All the days and then all the complaints. Some people are like, I'm never enjoying it. I'm like, oh shit, never mind.
Yeah, because I mean, because it's a lot of traveling. Especially if you don't live close. It's far. Like even for me, like to get to the open, because it's gonna be, because mind you, it's gonna be so much traffic just to get there. And then parking is another thing. It's like a lot of the places that open don't provide parking. You gotta do that walk from the train station. That's one girl like, oh my god, the walk from the train station. Yeah, because I haven't been to the open in a long time, but I do remember that last time I did go, it was by train, and I do remember the walk. I mean, it's like a good 15-20 minute walk. You gotta do that to be on time every day, like. So I was like, even though that shit is in Queens, I'm like, yo, I might need a fucking hotel or Airbnb or some shit. You probably did fan week. You probably did fan week. Because fan week, that's when I don't think you don't have to do all the days. Because fan week is like the week before. Yeah, fan week is, I think if I end up working open, I think I want to do fan week. Because I said I was going to start going to different events, to meet different caliber of people. So, you know. So I can't do the
Okay, open fire.
It's just not gonna happen. No. But, you know. Suck me out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do it this year. Even though I'm gonna be fucking ready to die, probably, but I'm gonna make sure I have my coffee. Or something. I'm definitely gonna have to take a spa day or something like that. I'm like, guys, we're gonna do a spa day at the end. Guys, just think about the spa day. People positive and motivated. Like, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's so funny. That's what turn into anything in this game. Right. That's what I'm saying. I need the money this year, bro. Before I used to be doing so much other stuff, it wasn't that deep for me. Oh man, I don't know, man. Set is not setting like it used to. I'm not making money, and I'm not bartending as much. I'm gonna have to do a VA gig for many days. So honestly, I don't even know if like making $1,000 a day sounds great as a bartender, but I don't even know if I have the mental capacity to like to be day in and day out, like day in, day out, making drinks. You gotta be on point as a bartender. You gotta be on fucking point, making drinks right, giving people the right drinks. Like if I can just make drinks and not have to talk to anybody, I'll just make the drinks and sit them shits at the end of the bar. I'll bring the service, bring it to them. But sometimes you do have to do that. I don't know. I'm curious on what their restaurant setting is. Because I haven't been to the open in a long time. So I don't remember. And I don't think I've ever been to sit down to eat there. Like, I've always kind of just grab food. Because I know it's expensive. So I know like people that are doing those are clearly, they have money and shit, like. So I honestly rather be one of them people that get the balls or some shit. No shade. I'd rather be one of the people that get the tennis balls on the field, no shit. Cause at least they get little breaks in between. I don't be asleep. You know, in between matches, I'm taking a nap, bro. Doses.
Mission goes.
But I heard that there's like a whole program to do it, and I forget. Somebody told me about it. You gotta like apply. It's like a training thing I heard. Oh wait, so this earlier, but I might apply for that shit for fun. I forgot how much it was paid. I don't remember. I'm gonna look into it. Winner circle. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at what they do for the open. I mean, I think yeah, that way we can kind of know quite early. But catering, I don't know, bro. I'd rather do a promo. If I'm not gonna bartend, I'd rather do promo. Oh yeah, the car.